Hi everyone, welcome to Kalia. This is Mia. I hope you're doing well. No more lavender left. Sending you some light energy filled with lavender. Okay. All right. I hope you're doing well. I am doing this video a little bit different today. I'd like to share a tiny bit about my own journey or about something that has come on my path recently, because I think that it might help someone or someone's on their journey, on your journey, okay? Not used to doing this, but let's see. I have written in a recent description box, I haven't said anything, but I lost my mom a week ago, and I wasn't sure if I was going to take a break or not, but I see that I'm going with the flow, and I am happy to continue to guide you, and it is important for me. All right, so what I wanted to share with you is something actually really, really beautiful and powerful. I have talked in a recent video about losing loved ones, that we need not to cling on to their persona because they move into the light, and whatever may have gone wrong or felt lost or tainted or strained a relationship between you and them is not worth clinging on to, because it dissipates as they move into the light. And if anything, as they pass on, they go through a life review, and so they get to see the truth about everything, and they get to see as well their own misgivings. And I did mention that sometimes within a certain dynamic we could have also have had our own misgivings. So all of it, any color, any shade of any disturbing experience that we have with a loved one that passes, is not worth clinging on to for everyone involved. And that passed on loved one, after the life review, they move into the light, and they actually are there to support you. And many times they even try to heal anything that was left bitter from the experience with them. And it depends on us, frankly, how much we are open to receive their help and support, and how much we are open altogether to understand the flow, the divine flow of our journey, and understand to let go of that persona and of the experiences, and how much we ourselves worked on healing those experiences. So it's it depends a lot on us and our openness and our willingness, okay? Because many people do not get to experience any signs from our loved ones or any release of the burden that they have felt within their shared experiences. And that is a shame, because this is part of the flow of our experience. And it's a little bit, it may seem a little bit woo-woo to certain people, but I'm here to share with you certain woo-woo things, all right? What can I say? And it's up to you if it resonates for you or not, all right? But I am doing this with a true, sincere heart, full of intent to help you on your journey, okay? And which is why I'm sharing something personal as well. So I personally have had issues with both my parents growing up, and I proudly state that I have worked a lot on them, and I also proudly state that they, in their own ability and capacity, have made immense efforts to work towards healing our shared experiences that needed healing, let's call it that way, all right? And I am proud of both sides, of me and of them. Having said that, with my mom passing, there's always more and more healing that can be done. And there were burdens. And sometimes when a loved one passes, if there were shared burdens or blockages in the relationship, the grief of the loss can be more deeper and harder, more difficult, because there's this sense of a missed opportunity for a better relationship. And which is why I am talking about these things, if it can help someone out there, all right? Because what happened to me was a few days ago, I suddenly felt the presence of my mother all around me, and it was quite intense, crazy intense, all right? And I felt her help me heal absolutely all of it, whatever. Even if I didn't go into details, and there was no details, it was just whatever remained in my heart unhealed regarding the relationship. She just embraced it with so much love and light, and embraced me, and I cried like a baby for, I don't know, I don't remember when I cried so hard, all right? I mean, I'm a crier, but it's been a while, and that was just such a huge release. And then I fell asleep for about an hour, and I woke up and I was like, what just happened? But I felt much lighter. And so I am extremely, extremely grateful for this. And I know that, and this is the important point, I know that Mia of a few years ago would not be able to experience such a thing, because it boils down to our openness and how much we have worked on releasing and healing and seeing the other with compassion. Because otherwise there's this bitterness, there's this anger, there's this hurt, there's this wall. Okay, this is what's important. There's this wall that does not enable this level of healing, and does not even enable to grasp that there is this possibility. Because like I said, it's a bit woo, okay? But it's beautiful. And I am so grateful not only to her, but to me, to my, I don't want to get teary-eyed now, to my work and my dedication to diligently, and I am slow, okay? I said that I'm proud of myself, but for my dedication, but I admit that I take a long time. I have been taking a long time. I you know, every time I thought I've healed, I encountered more that needed healing, and you know, it has been quite a journey, like for all of us. But and I admit that I guess even at times that I thought that I've done it all to release, that I have been holding on to things, and so it took a long time, and I'm sure that it's not even over, but I think that I have done a huge part, and with this help that helped me overcome even more, especially recognizing the connection, recognizing that she hasn't gone anywhere, recognizing her willingness and my willingness to evolve into a higher connection. And all of that would not occur if I would not have been working, especially these last 2 or a few last years, so deep. I mean, I have been in hermit mode for quite a while, and so I have been doing this. I have been dedicated, and so this isn't about me. I am sharing this because I need you to see, and like I said, the Mia of a few years ago would not have believed or would not have been able to reach this level of healing and of openness that will allow me to evolve further and be more in the flow of this journey and of receiving more higher guidance and raising my vibration even more. Okay, so I really hope this helps someone. And there's another example, but before I move on to the second example, I want you also to understand that even before a loved one passes, we are able to connect with their higher selves. And I tell you this because, for example, my mom has been sick for something, at least the last 3 years, and there was a point when it all started that I thought that she might be passing, and I was in worry and I was a bit lost. I wasn't in the same place as I am now, of acceptance and of understanding. And I don't know if it was in a dream or in a vision or in meditation or all of them, parts in all of them, but I do remember that I received vivid visions of both my parents, but especially my mom, of her higher self connecting with me and showing me what this is all about. Okay, what this whole experience is about, and how we are above all of this, this soul contract that is manifesting on earth to learn the lessons. All right. And so yeah, that started to help me. Okay. She didn't talk about soul contracts and all that, but there was something, I don't remember exactly, there was something within what she portrayed and they portrayed to me, that I just understood that their love is eternal and ever flowing despite misgivings. I think that is the important essence of what I am trying to show you in this. Okay. And the second example is a bit funny, but I had a dream recently. This was I think it was before my mom passed. I think. Anyway, I had a dream, a very vivid dream of something that confirmed and showed me a situation that I was involved in, that showed and confirmed to me my higher purpose. Okay, not in details, but the situation in itself, the energy of it, and the gist of it, it hit me really strong, that it explained to me, was an example of something that I was involved in, that supported and confirmed my belief in what I am trying to do and what my higher purpose is. Okay, it was very strong. It was very, shall I say, pleasing. I was like overwhelmed with. I don't know how to explain it. I was really, really happy. Yeah, because a lot of us there is so much, we're moving in valleys, in paths that we're not 100% sure, and that's part of it, right? I have talked about it. And so when you receive a confirmation like that, that's very encouraging. Having said that, it was not detailed in a way that it shows me details of my purpose, but the gist of it, yes. And as I say that, I just want to remind you to pay attention to signs, angel numbers and feathers, and there are so many ways, either loved ones, passed on loved ones send us signs, or angels send us signs of confirmations within our dreams, within meditation. A lot of times it's in images, or it's something to be decoded. It can be an animal, and so you have to look up that spirit animal and see what does it represent, or a situation that you need to look up, and if you don't get it immediately, and with time you start to learn the language and the codes, okay? But this is being done in a way on purpose to keep us involved, because it will not be given to us on a platter and just there it is, because we need to be involved with, there's free will, okay? So we need to be involved with intent and free will, with our will to want to discover, to want to understand, to want to uncover and recover the truth and receive guidance for our true path or for the light, okay? And so it's all a question of how much you are dedicated and how much you are open and to receive and willing to decode and decipher and invest yourself in understanding. So like I said, maybe at first you need to look up things like you see a number 222, you see on the clock suddenly 444 when you're speaking about something specific. So you look up, what does that mean, 444? And why did it appear exactly when I was talking about something or when something occurred? Okay, so at the beginning you start to look into things and do research. And with time you start to understand more things on your own. And that is better, because I encourage you, no matter what I'm saying or anyone else, we are not gurus. No one is a guru. No one is perfect, and no one knows it all, okay? There are suggestions. You have to see if something resonates with you. Just like anyone pertaining to come with truth out there within the complex situation of world situation at the moment. There are a lot of people that pertain to offer you the truth, and it's up to you. It's up to you to decipher. It's up to you to see what resonates. So do your research to learn about things, but your higher guidance is what you need to work on at all times and perfect, okay, and master, so that your intuition is what is going to tell you if you hear something, if it's right or not, or if you receive a sign, what was that, okay? And so I encourage you to develop that ability on your own, but first, to start out, of course, and even going on forwards, there is always what to learn, okay, from others, but always use your discernment, all right, and see what resonates with you. But it is a beautiful journey to decipher these things. And so I got this dream, and immediately after this dream, I have a passed on relative, let's say, that was a singer, okay? And so immediately after what I dreamt, I had him come in with his song. He had a song around the subject of freedom. Okay, now I had a fallout with this relative, okay, and we never got a chance to fix it. And I can't say that it's something that has a lot of weight. It's a relative, and I don't know. It's not my parents. It's a relative. It's not a huge issue, and it wasn't a huge fallout, but it was something. And I imagine that it has more importance than what I thought, because my reaction was, what are you doing in my sacred space? I'm dreaming, I'm very spiritual, and I'm doing my work, and suddenly you, what are you doing here? What are you with your song? And I'm like, what is going on? And I was disturbed, and it even annoyed me. I was like, and then it annoyed me that I was annoyed, because I understood immediately that that meant that I did not forgive and release him. And I'm like, okay, I understand. I did not forgive and release the issue with him. And so, okay, that's not a good thing. But what are you doing here? I connected with the confirmation of my higher purpose. I mean, what are you doing here? So at first, why am I explaining and why is it so funny? Because my first reaction was annoyance and anger, not a deep anger, but some kind of an anger. And because of that annoyance, I was unable to receive the full message and what he was trying to portray to me, and what the higher guidance was, and how was it all related. I just was too focused on my annoyance, and even understanding that my annoyance is already an issue. Okay, got that. And I said to myself, all right, so I'm going to have to work on that and releasing that and healing that. But what is it doing here in my very special moment of confirmation of my soul purpose, my higher purpose? Why are you tainting the space? So it took me another day to get the completion of the message, because I needed to release the anger or the annoyance. All right, I'm saying annoyance because anger is really too big of a word for this issue. It wasn't that big, but it was enough to be there, right? And it was enough to block the reception of my higher guidance. Okay, and that is the point that I want to show you. As long as, just like in my first example, as long as we hold on to anger, as long as we hold on to unresolved issues, we are not in the flow, and we are not open, not to healing, not to higher guidance, and not to growth, and not to the flow, the beautiful, beautiful flow of our existence. Okay? So the next day, what I got was, since I felt that I healed more or less the story with my parents, in this issue that I had with this person was an extension of the issue that I have had with my dad. All right, and he was a relative from his side, so that makes sense as well. But that's not the point. The point is that something was still unresolved and unhealed, and I allowed myself to think that I sort of healed, let's say, with my dad, but not with him, which is an extension of the same issue, or part of the issue. And so it is not fully healed. So that is in regards to him. But the reason he came within this dream and adjoined to my beautiful vision of my higher purpose is because, and why did he come with this song about freedom? Because I cannot be free. Okay, I cannot be free, totally free, until I don't release any and all unresolved issues with anyone. Okay, extension or not, it doesn't matter. That was the issue, and that was the message. And to be honest, I am telling you this story mostly to show you the beauty of how higher guidance messages come to us. I am still stunned. I just think it's so beautiful. That decoding and working your way into understanding what did that mean, and understanding how they went about showing me a message, which means also, and that also is a nice point, I may have worked well enough to receive this light from my mother. Okay? That's nice. But I did not work well enough to understand that this person or any other person is also now in the light and has also seen his misgivings, and any misgivings has seen, let's say, the truth and the light, and is also maybe there to want to help me heal whatever issue remained with him. See, that openness has to be total to everyone and to any experience. And then we are free. And that is just, I don't want to be teary-eyed. I want to be able to deliver this message. That is just beautiful. And you get to see this kind of beauty when you dedicate yourself to the higher path. When you open yourself, when you're willing to go, even if need be, time after time, to dig into pain and scoop it out. We don't need it. That's not what we're here for. We came here with soul contracts to enable lessons and to help us understand at the end of the day, none of that matters. Any pain inflicted on us, any misgivings of others or of ours, that's not what's important. Beyond it all, there is love, infinite, infinite love, because that is the truth of our creation. And when we give into it, all in, then we see the beauty. What a journey, what a journey. Yeah, I hope this has given you something. I personally like very much to hear personal examples of people, because sometimes it helps us much more than guidance that is, just words, as great as they may seem. When you get to hear examples and stories of people, I think that I feel that many times it touches us more. We can relate to a story and understand better the essence of it. So anyway, I really hope that this has helped someone or someone's, and whoever is guided to hear these examples will be guided to see this video. All right, I'm sending you much love. Bye.